Alright guys, a new brand. Or is it a new brand? Have you heard of A Lab on Fire? And they have a fragrance called What We Do Is Secret in Paris. Well, here's a brand called What We Do Is Secret. And the fragrances I'm talking about today are MonoscentE and MonoscentG. I was very curious about these two fragrances as I was looking through Lucky Scent. I read about them and I thought, wow, this one uses Galaxolide, a synthetic note. MonoscentE, on the other hand, uses Timbersilk. So I got excited, I bought these two, and I'm going to tell you all about it. MonoscentG, oh my god, I'm in love with it. Those of you that love musks, this is a must-have. A great secret weapon for a fragrance. So all about What We Do Is Secret, MonoscentE and MonoscentG, coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. Yes, I was on Lucky Scent perusing around. I was actually looking up A Lab on Fire fragrances because I wanted to see what's going on because they're changing their bottles. As you can see, this is one of their older bottles here. This is A Lab on Fire's What We Do in Paris is Secret. Somehow I ended up on A Lab on Fire's website, and then I ran across these two fragrances. So it was not listed as part of A Lab on Fire's fragrances when you click on perfumes. Somehow there was another link I clicked on, it said What We Do is Secret, and I ended up here and I've discovered these fragrances. And then I went back to Lucky Scent and then I actually did a little research about these and decided to buy them. Because I'm in love with those kind of fragrances that are like synthetic and, you know, Escentric Molecules and those kind of fragrances. And I smelled Galaxolide once a while ago and I fell in love with the way it smelled, and I noticed that this is 20% Galaxolide. I said I gotta have it, I'm gonna get them and see what they're all about. So today I'll let you know all about What We Do Is Secret's MonoscentE and MonoscentG. But before I do, if this is your first time tuning into the channel and you still haven't subscribed to the channel, please do click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So how many of you knows this brand, A Lab on Fire? As I said, they are changing bottles. This is their older bottle. Now their bottles are getting a facelift. And how many of you know What We Do Is Secret's two fragrances, MonoscentE and MonoscentG? Please do let me know so I can find out. The fragrances came in boxes like this, or containers or canisters. This is MonoscentG. So basically it was taped up. As you can see, it says G there. They're a little tough to seal back up. And then with the MonoscentE, it was in something like this. So the bottle was in here like this. And it was inside this canister. And of course, like that. So I took them out and I immediately smelled them. And then the first thing I decided to do is smell MonoscentG because that's the one that got me really excited, because I knew that Timbersilk is a woody fragrance, a synthetic molecule or note or whatever. So the one I was really excited about was this one with the Galaxolide G. And I'm excited about this one. This is so good. But before I get to this one, let me tell you a little bit about MonoscentE. So this is What We Do Is Secret MonoscentE. It's a 2020 launch in these bottles. I think they came in other bottles before, but these particular bottles on Lucky Scent, it says 2020. 60 milliliter bottle is $70. Eau de Parfum concentration. And once again, this features the note of Timbersilk. And Timbersilk basically smells of cedar, but it's very velvety smooth and buttery creamy woods. So the experience with this one is very woody, very musky. You know, musky fragrances are great. And I get, you know, hints of ambers. There's some warmth to it under there. And very light Animalic touches in there as well. But this does remind me of Escentric Molecules Molecule 1, of the whole ISOE Super thing. And I think Timbersilk, ISOE Super most likely are kind of different proprietary creations. I don't know the details in the background, but for me, as I was wearing it, it did remind me of ISOE Super for Molecule 1. But you know what? I did feel that this was a lot smoother and creamier and butterier, whereas with Molecule 1, ISOE Super, it feels a little more dusty, like wood chippings instead of the smoothness and the creaminess. So there is a little bit of a difference, but as a smell, it smells very similar, if not the same. So there is that difference there. And I like it. I really, really like these fragrances as, you know, one-dimensional kind of personal fragrances that people will react to very, very positively. So I haven't worn them around a lot of people, obviously, currently, but these two fragrances are very, very exciting. And even though this might seem a little repetitive, because I have Molecule 1, it's a little different, as I said. If those of you that like things like Molecule 1, Escentric Molecules, and other fragrances that are similar to these, I highly recommend you try it. Because it's, you know, it's not very expensive, and they're very easy to carry around, and they come in kind of like laboratory bottles. I think they can be decantable as well. Let's see. Oh, they're not twisting off. Okay, I guess they're not decantable. I'll have to see if it'll open up. But either way, I think this is great. I like the smoothness of this one, and less dustiness in comparison to Molecule 1. But both of them are great. So if you have the other, this might be redundant, but if you're looking for something smoother, check this one out as well. On the other hand, What We Do Is Secrets MonoscentE is all about Galaxolide. And in my passing with meetups with perfumers and things like that, I did smell Galaxolide in a big container that a perfumer had, and I really, really enjoyed the smell. So when I did see Galaxolide listed here, it's Galaxolide Super, I got excited. And all about musky fragrances, or, you know, fragrances that smell of musk. And this is definitely a very minimalistic experience of musk. And on me, oh God, it's really, really a great scent. Again, I haven't worn it around people, so I don't know how people will react to me when I'm wearing this one. But as a smell on its own, it's a very minimalistic, very sexy musk. So this is a 2020 launch once again. I believe both of these fragrances, as I said, came in other bottles, but Lucky Scent did state that these are 2020 launches. 60 ml, $70, Eau de Parfum concentration. So Galaxolide Super is a synthetic musk with a clean, sweet, musky floral scent, used widely in fragrances. So they use this note in fragrances. And I did read on the Lab on Fire's website, or What We Do Is Secrets website, that it was first used in Tresor by Lancôme, the fragrance. So anyway, I didn't do a lot more research than that. But if you like the idea of a minimalistic musk, if you like musk fragrances, let's say original musk, something a little more personal, very one-dimensional, very skin scenty, this is definitely a gem of a fragrance, like totally a gem. I like its smell. I like the fact that it's sweet. There's sweetness there, and I like the musk in there. So it does hint and remind me of like actual deer musk. But again, this is a synthetic musk, so they're not killing a deer to get its musk. But you know what? When you're wearing it, you're experiencing powdery touches. Musks always get powdery for me, and here it does as well. But I didn't feel like it's an overly powdery fragrance. And under there are some floral touches. Like I'm getting some nondescript flowers in there, little jasmine touches, little magnolia touches do come in. But they're faint in comparison to its sweetness and muskiness and the powderiness. And then also, I do want to say there are light, spicy touches, and of course, it does get a little woody as well. But an overall great wearing experience. I think both of these fragrances, both of them, if you're the type of person that likes to wear fragrance, but you want to wear something more personal, and you don't want people to get offended, these are definitely the type of fragrances you're going to wear. If you like skin scents and things like that, fragrances that don't have a lot of projection, definitely these are perfect fragrances. But the other thing is, since I didn't do a lot of moving around when I was wearing it, I didn't experience any like projection. They are very minimal fragrances, but I think when I sweat and, you know, I walk around, there's probably definitely going to be some projection there, a little bit of a cloud, not a lot. But overall, I think they're perfect work scents. And the Galaxolide Monoscent G is very, very sexy. It's very, very sexy note. I knew that when I first smelled this note in the Galaxolide, I was like, wow, that's great. Kind of like my first reactions to Ambrette. It's a musky note. Here, Monoscent G is pretty amazing. It's for what it is. And I know a lot of you like big loud fragrances, but I know there's a lot of you out there that also don't like those big loud fragrances. You don't want to gain attention. You don't want people to notice you when you're walking down the hall. You probably want people to get close to you to notice you, and with the fact that this kind of blends with your own chemistry and turns sweet and musky, a little powdery and floral, of course, is a very, very beautiful thing. I think it's a great, great thing. Next up, I haven't tested these out as layering tools because I'm sure they can be done just like the Escentric Molecules. I'd have to see. And the fact that this gets sweet, I think vanillas would work great with it. The fact that it's musky, I can actually blend it with other musks, perhaps Original Musk, because Original Musk doesn't have the greatest longevity. I can mix it with powdery fragrances because it does get powdery. Flowers, totally. I can mix it with flowers, woods, even spicy things, This would go down as the base, and on top of it I would add these certain styles. And of course I already do layering with Molecule 1, and I think this one, as I said, it wasn't as chopped woody and dry and dusty as Escentric Molecules Molecule 1 is, because I felt that there was a lot more smooth creaminess about this one. But still, I think you can blend it with citruses, even vanillas and ambers and things like that to kind of like boost up their performance, and also, change a little bit of the smell, because it does smell like woods. It's a woody cedar kind of smell, and it smells great, Either way, I'm really, really happy with these two fragrances. I'm going to put them to great use, although I've been putting this one to a lot more use than this one. But both of them are, I think, great fragrances to have around. And again, those of you that like minimalistic scents, skin scents, these are definitely going to do it for you. And then also those of you that like layering tools or, primers or boosters for your fragrances, definitely give these a try. Anyway, those are my thoughts for what we do is secret, MonoscentE and MonoscentG. And again, part of the same brand as a Lab on Fire. And as I said, Lab on Fire has a fragrance called What We Do Is Secret in Paris. But these two fragrances are known as a brand called What We Do Is Secret. So I don't know what the technicalities of these naming things are, but either way, I'm happy with these fragrances, and hopefully you guys will test them out and see how they are for you. But let me know if you're fans of these, if you already have them and you use them and you wear them, you love them. But if you're curious about them after watching this video, also let me know so I can find out who's excited to try them. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please list below. Otherwise, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.